Hey guys, and welcome back to the Interceptor. We are here with a gameplay video showing off Gambit in the Cav monthly event quest. So, what we are going to look at first is, this is not a recording, this is me live in the game. We're going to take a look at the nodes, and then I'm going to go over to a recording of just some insane gameplay. I believe Gambit tears through the entire path of CavEQ in a little over 5 minutes. And that's excluding the Mangog fight, because I used that to charge up Apocalypse. But that fight was just one special 1 and one special 2. So I think it was around 45 seconds. So really, the path did not take much longer than what I will show you guys. But this is the team we're rocking. We're going with Gambit and then Cable and Apocalypse to make a Horseman. Professor X only gives plus 25% prowess, but until he's charged up, then he'll give more. But it's a little decent bonus. And then White Mags, just because I thought that the Punisher and the Black Widow fight would be annoying, so I believe I used it on both of those fights. And I'm not going to show the boss, but I did use the third one on the boss, and I took that down with Cable. I soloed it, which I should have recorded, but I stopped recording at that point. And yeah, let's talk about the nodes that allow Gambit to do the damage that you guys saw at the beginning of this video, because I'm gonna edit it together so that the clip of me doing crazy damage is right at the beginning. So it has this node called Seeing Red. Mutant attackers reduce the potency of bleed debuffs by 90%. Gambit does that naturally on his own abilities, and then he becomes 100% immune when he's a Horseman, so that part of it does really nothing. It just heals you. Additionally, when activating a special attack, they remove any bleed effects on themselves. That's the massive part. That's what allows Gambit, in combination with a few other things, including his natural abilities, to do the crazy damage you're going to see out of him today. When this happens, their ability accuracy is increased by 100%. Whenever a mutant attacker removes a bleed effect or is immune to one, they gain a permanent passive fury, increasing attack rating by 35%, max stacks 10. So that means that if we throw a special 1 while we have bleeds on us, we're going to get the furies, which are pretty potent. And then also has biohazard, so that's your source of getting the bleeds, increasing the duration of bleed effects. This actually is a really positive thing, because it allows you to stack up more bleeds before you throw the special attack. And then Mighty Charge doesn't really come into play much. I have a good way of playing around it. So yeah, let's get into this crazy video. So let's go over, not photos. Oh yeah, I actually tried to record this another time, and the recording failed. That was on a different path, but this was attempt number 2, and I think it went well. So yeah, 5 minutes 24 seconds. So let's get into it. I just taken down Mangog with Apocalypse, and now we're going to go up, and we're going to go, oh, the video paused. I think it's good there. And we're going to go up to this Punisher, and we're going to use the White Mags free fight on it, just because this isn't really a great way to show off his abilities, because Punisher has built-in physical resistance, so you're automatically going to do less damage. And he also has the thing where he stays alive at the end. But Gambit actually doesn't bypass it, but if you time your special meter correctly, you have a way to get around it. So what we're going to do, right off the start of the fight, we're going to hit a parry at the start, and then we're just going to block. We're going to hit a few times, because we need to get to about 1.5 bars of power before we start doing what I call Gambit style playing. This is not the way I like to play Gambit in incursions, as well as for my other Gambit challenges, but when we're doing a damage showcase, this is really the way to do it. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to block the L1. We took the first hit, but I was just trying to bait it out. So now we charge a heavy, but throw the special 1. Don't throw off the heavy. Medium, light, medium. I think there we only did 1 light attack, but it doesn't matter. And he was under a bar of power, so we threw an L1. No crits there, but that would have been like 150k if that crit on the second hit, which would have been pretty nice. There we get only a 30k crit. That was not a 30k crit, by the way. That probably would have been around 170,000. But since Punisher stays alive at 1 health, you don't get to see all the damage that is dealt. So there you go, 56 hits. That's by far the longest fight. I think that's 2 times the length of the next longest fight. So yeah, this is actually the video that the crazy damage is from, this Captain Marvel. But right here, we're just going to gain our charges right off the start, let her hit into us. Sure, it's an armor break, really does nothing. We're at 9 charges here, we just need to get 1 more, so I'm going to get it. And then we just need to get to a special 1. And because what we're doing is throwing multiple special attacks back to back, it's actually smarter if you go to around 1.7, 1.8. So right there, I'm around 1.8 bars. So I'm going to reparry, charge heavy, L1, 104k crit, and then get ready for this. 216,000 special 1. Insane damage. This is no boosts, no suicides, no power shield. The only way that Gambit is getting this crazy damage is 1 from his natural prowesses, 2 from his enhanced prowesses that come from the Apocalypse Horseman pre-fight, and then the 3rd is the Cav EQ, which adds about 350% damage. I think you get about 40% of this damage out of Gambit, or maybe even half of it without the Furies, but it's still nice. And right here we get a 6 bleed. So look, we throw off this L1 in a second. Not yet, because I think it takes me a few parries. And then right here I'm just going to charge off heavy. I do not have notifications off. That's my bad. And then we threw an L1, 127k crit, so that wasn't as big. But we only have 5 Furies right now. And in the previous video we had 10 Furies. So the damage just go up quite a bit, but even without those Furies, Gambit's just such a killer. And now, yeah, let's go into the Cyclops fight. So this is probably one of the easier ones. I think I evaded his special 1 in this fight. Normally, when I fight Cyclops with Gambit, it's ideal, or when anyone does, it's ideal to just block the special attacks, because they give you power on the block, and you never take any damage unless they're unblockable specials. But here, I think I just instinctively dexed it. And look, we're going to charge a heavy after I land the reparry. Charge a heavy, 10 prowesses, 105k right off the bat. That's only 5 Furies, by the way. And then right here, another 105k. So just absolutely insane damage out of Gambit. Now, this is a pretty easy node, and there are a lot of champs that would probably do more damage. I think that Storm as a Horseman would do more damage, especially if you timed your L2 when the opponent was at 3 bars and you got a crit. And there's a few others as well, obviously, like Red Mags. Although Red Mags or White Mags might have a nice L1 and Red Mags might have a nice L2, but you wouldn't really be able to see the damage on Red Mags L3, so you don't really get to see the full potential there. Whereas Gambit, you can just you can see the potential. Here we're gonna hit a reparry. Look at that. Boom, 110k. That was with 6 Furies. We're going to get to another L1. Throw that thing off. Boom, 141k crit. Gambit crits quite a lot. You'd actually be shocked. And that's the end of the video. That was 5 minutes, and he tore through an entire lane. And yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about that. I know I've not really been making videos recently, and I also did not make a 100 or a full yellow bar video for Gambit, which I normally do once a week. I just didn't record one. So this is your Gambit content for the week. You're welcome, because I am the Gambit guy. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Just wanted to showcase a pretty incredible matchup of Gambit, who has crazy L1s and L2s. If you could go for the L2 in this fight, you could have some really, really nice damage as well. Although it's pretty hard to get to an L2 having all the Furies, because you might have to throw a special 1 to get there, and then you'd have like a ton of furies. You wouldn't be able to get to your special 2 before the opponent was dead. But either way, that is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.